Sa kanayunan po, kilala po akong Amihan, Che, Che din po yung isa kong koda. And this will be my first time to take off my mask in public. So, ako po si Joy James Sagino. Na-recruit po ako bilang member ng League of Filipino Students sa UP, sa Iloilo City Campus, way back in 2007. Ang issue that time, Mr. Chair, was 2007 was the first year of implementation of the tuition fee increase in UP and the revitalized socialized tuition fee and assistance program, or the STFAP. So dahil po sa issue na yon, syempre sa part ko din na galing sa mahirap na pamilya, sumuporta dun sa panawagan ng LFS at saka ng ibang progressive organizations na tutulan yung pagtaas ng matrikula sa University of the Philippines. After 3 months po of being a member of LFS, naimbitahan ako sa isang sikretong pagpupulong. It was held sa likod ng auditorium ng UP Visayas sa Iloilo City. And yun na pala yung orientation at saka recruitment sa akin para maging member ng Kabataang Makabayan. I still remember the person who recruited me. It is the very person who personally attacked Mr. Jeffrey Salis. The person who recruited me sa Kabataang Makabayan is Lian Porquia, the son of the late Jory Porquia, a leader din ng mass movement sa isla ng Panay. So when I was recruited po sa KM, a year after, I've been active as the city spokesperson of the League of Filipino Students, chairperson din po ng LFS sa UP Iloilo City. Tumakbo rin bilang officer ng Student Council sa College of Management sa UP Visayas CM sa City Campus. And naging kabahagi rin ng National Union of Students of the Philippines, kung saan yung pinanggalingang organization ni Congressman Sara Ilago. After a year, Mr. Chair, naprograma akong pumasok sa isang guerrilla front ng NPA sa Southern Front na kumikilo sa mga bayan ng Igbaras, Miagao, San Joaquin, somewhere in the southern mountain range of Panay Island. I stayed there for 3 months. And then paglabas ko, yun na yung naging program sa akin. I was invited to become a candidate member of the Communist Party of the Philippines. I was given an orientation. I was also given yung tinatawag kanina ni Mr. Jeffrey Salis na basic party course, included some Marxist, Leninist, and Maoist inputs on the revolution of Europe, Russia, and China, etc. And that in 2010, as a cadre of the Communist Party unit sa youth and students sector sa Iloilo, para po sa tugunan yung pangangailangan for the electoral campaign as a Communist Party cadre, I was assigned as the spokesperson of Anak Pawi's party list and particularly deployed to the province of Antique to become the electoral coordinator of Anak Pawi's and Nakabayan Coalition dun sa Antique para po mangampanya at saka mamanage yung mga watchers ng Makabayan doon sa probinsya ng Antique. And then after the election, I was deployed to the regional party group. Yung sinasabi kanina ni Ka Eric, ni Laca Noel, na party group, ako po ay na-deploy sa isang regional party group directly under the Regional YS Bureau of the Regional Urban Party Committee ng Iloilo para mamuno sa Anak Bayan. And thereafter, I was assigned and elected as the regional spokesperson and the regional chairman of Anak Bayan for the entire Panay Island. That was in 2009 until sometime in the mid of 2010. And then I became a controversial personality during the city council session of the Iloilo City when I was arrested. When we were having a protest, silent protest inside the session hall of Iloilo City. That was, I believe, October of 2010. Dahil rin sa takot na naging sentro ng atensyon ng buong syudad ng Iloilo, I decided and asked sa mga higher organ namin sa organization na maglaylo ako. So instead of at maglaylo at umuwi muna sa amin sa Zamboanga or kung saan po yung probinsya namin, instead of layloing, I was offered to be redeployed kasi nangangailangan yung buong rehiyon ng Zamboanga ng isang kadre para pamunuan yung recovery ng WMRPC, the Western Mindanao Regional Party Committee, partikular sa siyudad ng Zamboanga at sa ilang bahagi ng Zamboanga Sibugay. So in the December of 2010 until 2011, I was the Anakbayan Regional Coordinator of the entire Zamboanga Peninsula. I was able to attend the National Assembly and National Council meeting of Anakbayan sometimes in May 2011, and I was elected as the National Vice Chairperson for the entire Mindanao of the Anakbayan National Executive Council. And after that, Mr. Chair, December, I was invited na dumalo sa isang intermediate party course, isang pag-aaral ng partido sa isang in the hinterlands of Davao Region, particularly Sitio Cogonon, Barangay Salvacion, Trento, Agusan del Sur. At after ng pag-aaral, I decided to become a full-time NPA thereafter. And hindi rin matagal yung promotion at saka yung pagtaas ng aking posisyon, I became a political guide ng isang squad ng NPA. Kalaunan naging political instructor, naging political officer, and in 2016, I became the front secretary of the Guerrilla Front 20, at the same time, a deputy secretary of the sub-regional committee under the SMRC. So nung nasa NPA po kami, hindi pa rin hiwala yung mga gawain namin. We have a sub-regional urban committee kung saan sila yung nagiging legal organizers namin for the peasants. So yung mukha nila ay mga KMP organizers. We also have a committee for YS. We have Anakbayan, particular Anakbayan, Compostela Valley. And during election, kami talaga sa Guerrilla Front yung nagpapatawag ng mga susing mga personality sa loob mismo ng Guerrilla Front sa kampo ng NPA para pag-usapan ano yung magiging role ng mga Guerrilla Front ng NPA sa panahon ng eleksyon. And there was indeed a time in 2016 nung tumatakbo si President Duterte, hindi naman ikakailan ng lahat na the entire revolutionary movement were supporting the President Duterte in his candidacy for the President. And NPA mismo po, kami mismo yung pumupunta sa mga baryo, sa mga guerrilla base namin para ikampanya si President Duterte, ikampanya yung Bayan Muna, ikampanya yung Anak Pawis, and Kabataan Party List, etc. So, yung sinasabi nilang red tagging, ako minsan natatawa na lang po, Mr. Chair, kasi para sa akin po, hindi po siya red tagging. Kasi ako po, as my first time revealing my true identity sa public, especially here in the Senate inquiry ng ating Senate of the Philippines, I really testify na there is no such thing as red tagging. Kami sa Anakbayan, the regional party group na namumuno sa Anakbayan, a regional party group is a party group being of the Communist Party of the Philippines. Kami talaga yung namumuno at saka nangihikayat ng mga estudyante. May program yan, first immersion sa mga peasant communities, immersion sa mga urban poor and worker communities, until the time na makakapag-decide yung mga members namin na sumampa sa New People's Army. Gaya ko na na-program din at saka dumating sa point na nag-decide ako before na sumampa sa New People's Army. And these party list groups na tumatakbo sa under the Makabayan Coalition ay mga party list groups talaga na we are leading. Even the regional party committees ng SMRC and all other regional party committees all over the Philippines, down to its NPA units, have very crucial role in campaigning, in implementing solid votes, solid command votes. Command votes, ibig sabihin, all members of the underground mass organizations, members of PKM, members of Makibaka, members of Kabataang Makabayan na nasa loob ng guerrilla base, it's mandatory for them to vote for these party list organizations na tumatakbo sa Congress, Mr. Chair.
Paano ka nagbalik loob? Anong nagbunsod sa iyo para magbalik loob sa gobyerno?
Umalis po ako sa pagka-NPA, Mr. Chair, in 2017. If I remember it correctly, it was September 2017. It was a complicated situation kasi before that, yun yung simula ng pagde-declare ng martial law sa Mindanao. Dahil sa kahirapan, nagkakaroon ng kahirapan sa loob ng NPA unit. Wala kaming gawain. So I witnessed a lot of things na opposed doon sa personal ko na prinsipyo. For example, yung nakakwento ni Kashane about violence against women, rape against women, isa rin ako sa naging saksi doon sa exploitation, sexual opportunism ng aming mga commanders sa loob ng aking guerrilla front mismo, na may mga commanders, platoon leaders taking advantage of these new women recruits, mga kabataang babae na lumad na nare-recruit namin na 1, 2, or 3 months pa lang, kahit may mga asawa sila, they really are thick-faced na ligawan, ang iba naman talagang ginagapang. So yung mga bagay na hindi ko talaga makain, na nare-realize ko na we have that stress 8 na tinatawag. Isa dyan, stress 8, Mr. Chair, yun yung policy of discipline ng NPA na nagsasabi isa doon, wag pagsamantalahan yung kababaihan, but ang nangyayari talaga sa loob ng kilusan, yung policy na yan is just a paper policy. What really is happening inside the movement, these commanders, these platoon leaders, these NPA cadres are sexual, most of them are sexual opportunists. They take advantage of this new recruits ng mga babae na kahit may mga asawa sila, ay pinagsasamantalahan yung mga kababaihan. There were, I believe that was in May 2017 to June, na imbes na pag-usapan sa loob ng committee namin ay paano harapin ng NPA unit namin yung martial law ng pamahalaan, ay yung parating na pag-uusapan namin sa araw-araw na meeting namin ay mga violation, mga paglabag dun sa palisiyan ng NPA na pagsasamantala sa kababaihan. And it is being tolerated na imbes na bigyan ng karampatang disciplinary action, hindi, ang nangyayari, redeployment to other places or demotion, which ay violation yan, hindi lang sa batas ng NPA, even sa Geneva Conventions, IHL, etc. Tayo, NPA is claiming to be compliant to this international humanitarian law, to this Geneva Convention. However, yung kami din pala yung parang nag-cover up dun sa mga violations. So napagtanto ko, Mr. Chair, na these are all deceptions, na yung mga sinasabi namin sa propaganda, sa social media, sa media, etc. Ano lang pala to, pagpapanggap na yung NPA ay mga hukbo ng mga mahihirap, yung NPA hukbo ng magsasaka. Pero hindi, ito ay isang NPA na walang prinsipyo, NPA na nangahasik lang talaga ng game for the sake of overthrowing the government, and that's a thing I can't accept. Bilang ako, I entered initially the organization as an LFS member, believing that this is an organization that advocates for social change, an organization that advocates for government empowerment, etc. Pero hindi kahit na sa mga rally, sinasabi na namin na yung mga police daw yung nag-i-initiate para magkaroon ng mga riot, etc. Pero hindi, I was able to join, Mr. Chair, a rally in US Embassy, I believe sometimes in 2011. Kami talaga yung nagdadala ng mga cellophane, mga plastic, mga kabalot na mga tae, nakabalot na mga panis na mga pintura, at kami talaga yung na-observe ko talaga na sa hanay namin na anak bayan at LFS, kami yung nag-i-initiate para mag-create ng riot sa mga kilos protesta. And that's a thing na tingin ko naman na hindi naman necessary dapat na ganun dumating kasi may nakulong na mga kasama, may mga nasaktan, nasugatan, iba mga nasagasaan, at it's na parang labas na siya dun sa ano yung gusto kong mangyari. Ito yung dahilan, Mr. Chair, bakit ako nag-decide na umalis sa Kilusan, bakit ako nag-decide na sumuporta sa government. Kasi I realized, Mr. Chair, na hindi naman dapat dahas yung paraan para makamit ng mga mamamayan na mga mahihirap kung ano yung mga advocacies, ano yung mga demands ng mamamayan, kundi the government is always there to listen. I was able to observe that when after I left the organization. Nakita ko yung sincerity ng government to reach out to people who are vulnerable to exploitation and infiltration ng CPP, NP, NDF, Mr. Chair.
Hindi ba mahirap umalis? Hindi delikado? Ano yung risk ng pagtiwalag mo? Ganun kasimple lang na basta't nag-awol ka tapos nawala ka na lang sa sa kilusan ninyo?
Actually, Mr. Chair, after I left, I hindi pa talaga ako totally na umalis sa organization. Umalis lang ako sa NPA unit kung saan ako nanggaling. Siyempre, balot po ako ng takot ng time na yun kasi it's my first time na umalis.
Unilateral yung decision na yon na basta ka lang alis, lilipat ka na lang ng ibang assignment. Alis ka sa NPA, magiging political organizer o assignment mo, sarili, wala kayong patakaran tungkol dito?
Actually, Mr. Chair, merong talagang patakaran sa hinggil dyan. That's why what I did was outside and beyond the policies of the party. Paglabas ko, kasi I was operating as an NPA leader in Compostela Valley and in Davao.
Tatanungin ko sana kung sino yung uno mong kinontak sa gobyerno. Opisyal ba siya? Sundalo o kawani ng pamahalaan? At paano ginawa mo? I'd like to find that out simply because there might be others, no, similarly situated,
Yes, sir.
na gusto na umalis pero hindi alam kung paano. Yes, Kyrie. While waiting for the next...
Mr. Chair, kapag ikaw ay nagprangka sa CPP, NPA, NDF na aalis, hindi ka papahintulutan. Kakausapin ka muna. Kapag sa NPA, ang kakausap sa iyo political officer. The function of the political officer or political instructor is moral booster. Kakausapin ka, na huwag ka maglaylo, baka na problema ka lang. Hindi ka talaga papayagan. And then you will be, kung insistent ka, you will be put into camp confinement sa headquarters. Then you will be observed. And then, pero pag mag-insist ka talaga na hindi na mapigilan, sasabihan ka, sige, bumalik ka sa open organization at tumulong ka pa rin. The same way that happened to the sister of Angel Oxy, Ella Colmenares. General Parlade was not lying. Ella Colmenares, the sister of Angel Oxin, was an NPA in Quezon. Na-meet ko siya personally.
According to Congressman Colmenares, hindi raw kapatid. Pamangkin actually ni Miss Angel Oxien, si Ella.
Si Neri ang pamangkin, sir. Si Neri Colmenares. Anyway, si Ella Colmenares, sir, ay umalis yan. Hindi niya siya mapipigilan. So, bumalik siya sa open mass movement. Pero CPP pa rin siya. And she's operating underground. At ngayon, ang alam ko, nasa Makibaka siya sa Gabriela. So, nangyayari yan. Pero kapag umalis ka, kapag ginawa namin, sir, facing the government and the people and telling the government everything that we know, kaya umiiyak kanina
Then you'll be marked.
Papatayin kami. Are we dead man walking, sir? Yes. Ang wife ko ngayon, sir, inaharas sa Iloilo City.
Pero it seems na yung pagtiwalag ninyo, hindi ganun ka-risky. Para madali lang kayo nakalabas eh. Like si Kaamihan.
Tumakas kasi siya, sir, sa loob. I think pwede siyang magsalita tungkol doon. Hinabol pa siya sa labas. Ganon din sa akin, sir. Nang magtago ako sa Tagaytay, nang bumalik ako sa Iloilo City, after I talked to Secretary Raul Gonzales, nang buhay pa siya noon, hinabol pa ako at pinareport sa region, sa headquarters ng region, sa Igbaras, sa minimension niya. And I was made there to stay 3 months. Pag-isipan mo, Eric, dito ka na kumilos muli sa Panay. Hindi naman nila alam na nag-NPA ka. And now they're denying na NPA ko. So sabi ko, sige, pag-isipan ko. So the process of recruitment, sir, ay mabilis. Pero yung pag-alis mo napakahirap. Kapag talagang aalis ka, mag-aawol, like nag-awol ako, sir. So pag-awol ko, sinabihan ako na pwede ka ba mag-infiltrate sa city government so that we can have a base for the government employees, more than 4,000 sa City Hall. And to move forward, yun pong rason, sir, hindi na po ako magtatago sa inyo.
The best way out is to contact first, to have a contact person first, who would take care of you once you're out, di ba?
Agree po ako, Mr. Chair. That should be. Pero, sir, dahil sa matagal na panahon kaming pinaniwala na hindi mapagkatiwalaan ng gobyerno, papatayin kami, nag-aarangan kami. Ang nangyari sa akin, sir, I have a personal friendship with Secretary Raul Gonzales. He was part then of the core group for the Era of Resign movement. And pareho kaming Ilonggo. I was able to penetrate. In fact, sir, maglalahad na ako, sir, confession time na naman ito. When I was with the NPA, National Operational Command, when Secretary Raul Gonzales, ito nakikinig lahat, was DOJ Secretary, our backstop ID ay WPP, Witness Protection Program, pero NPA, National Operational Command kami. Saan ko pa kinuha? Sa loob ng Padre Faura. Pero sa isang undersecretary niya, nandyan din siya. So, ganun kalalim po mag-infiltrate ang CPP. Hindi ko to sinabi noon, nakuha na rin ito sa akin. When I go to the airport, ang ID ko
So,
WPP.
hindi alam ni Secretary Raul Gonzales na ini-infiltrate nyo pala yung DOJ.
Alam niya na NPA ako.
Yeah, alam niya dati ka NPA kasi sa kanya ka nag-seek ng sanctuary.
Eh,
Pero hindi niya alam na infiltrator ka pala ng DOJ at the time.
that was
Ang
part of
cover mo is nasa WPP ka.
NPA talaga kami, sir, pero that was 2006 eh, 2007.
At the time, you were not yet cooperative
Yeah.
sa government.
Hindi pa po ako cooperative sa government. We were using the DOJ access
Yeah.
because of my personal friendship to Secretary Gonzales then to get backstop ID and access to the programs of WPP to cover our operations. Pero NPA kami. Bakit ko sinasabi ito? Kasi ganun po kami kalalim, sir, mag-infiltrate, magkukunwari, manlinlang, manloko ng mga tao. Even the government maluloko namin. What's the logic of that? Ganun po ang panuloko sa Congress. When Amihan, Noel, and me, and the rest, hundreds of us now, telling the Senate, right before you, Mr. Chair, and the people, Mr. Senate President, na kami manluloko, totoo yun. Saan ka nakakita sa Pilipinas lang na ang Congress natin, may party group ang Communist Party sa loob? May sweldo pa at may pondo na 68 million per year each one of them. And then ngayon, hindi sila haharap dito sa amin para magkonfrontahan dahil iniiwas nila ang issue, dalhin na lang daw sa korte. Sa korte, iba ang rules of evidence. Dito sa Senate, as a public opinion, ito ang tamang korte pertaining to this kind of modus operandi. And we're thankful for this opportunity. Not only for you, Senator Ping and Senate President, but this is for the people. Lantaran na ito. Hindi ko na po sasabihin ang ibang infiltration operations namin. Precisely po, kasi baka makalimutan po ninyo bakit ko nagagawa ko yon. I was part of the N2 of the NPA National Operational Command. My work is to infiltrate
Ito ng Philippine Navy.
No. Marami pa kaming ginawa na nanggagaling sa inyo po mismo. N2 is intelligence unit ng NPA. The NPA has N1, N2, N3, N4, N5 hanggang N6. N2 is intelligence. Intelligence unit ng NPA. Kaya
Pareho rin ng military. N1 is personnel.
N1 is personnel and training.
N3 is operations.
SOG. Yan ang dalawang platon dati na naka-full-time na.
So ginagaya yung armed forces, yung
Yun ang tumira
structure.
sa kay Quintanar N3 yun.
Ready na ba sino may sunod?
Ay, sige sir.
Si ano sir, si
That's it.
Yes, yeah, John Perlade.
Mr. Chair, gusto kong balikan.
No, I'd like to reiterate, it is unfortunate that those that we invited from the militant groups are not here. Kasi kung nandito sila, mas malaya yung talakayan natin and they are here to rebut, to disagree,